and 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They will look to throw. Montana. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he takes this.
Where my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back to off the place. Then I head on stage, they be like, see the crowd going, they be like, so I stepped on stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going, they be like, oh yeah.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First carry here for Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Flacco off play action. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit. Dalton Kincaid, 76 yards. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Grupe able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This pass out wide the hole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. midfield now. Here's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw is Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Jackson steps away. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Breece Hall from 6 yards away. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Passing play, Flacco. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Going quickly here to Thomas. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. A give left side to Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Now Hall to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third and 3. Now Flacco. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Play action, Flacco. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through, and that will for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Patrick Willis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
This 2nd and 4. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Grupe for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jackson on first down. Touchdown, Giants! Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets him even closer. Now a two-point game. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Flacco off play action. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Thomas, 39 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jackson. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Flacco. And he is caught. inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football.